So it looks like you're doing some research on AMLI Fountain Place here near downtown Dallas. And maybe you do live in Dallas, or maybe you don't even live in Texas. And regardless of the case, you're going to want to watch this video. I'm going to be covering every square inch of this building. Both the floor plans, pricing, incentives, the amenities, the dog park, the gym, the pool, nearby attractions, every single nook and cranny, the good, the bad, and the ugly, so you can have an idea if AMLI Fountain Place would be a good fit for you. And if it's your first time swinging by the channel, welcome. My name's Lucas, and I am an apartment locator here in Dallas, Texas, and every single day I help folks relocate to new apartment complexes all over the Metroplex. So if you ever have any questions about anything that I cover in this video, feel free to drop me a line. All of my information is below in the description. I'd be more than happy to give you a look around. So without any further ado, let's go check out AMLI Fountain Place. Is located southeast of the Victory Park section of Dallas on the south side of Highway 366. So we are technically on the edge of the downtown area, as we are half a mile from the heart of the city, which is where you experience more of the traffic, noise, and busyness. So every time I come here, it is a breath of fresh air, because I know that I'm not going to have to deal with the hustle and the bustle, and I'm going to be able to get in and out relatively seamlessly. And by this point, you can probably assume why AMLI decided to call this property the Fountain Place. Here we are walking around the courtyard area on the back side of the building, which is in close proximity to other office buildings, businesses, restaurants. So that's why you see a couple folks rocking some of the business casual attire, as here I was catching folks on their lunch break as they were walking to and from their place of work. They broke ground on AMLI Fountain Place back in 2016, and the first resident signed a lease in July of 2020. And as far as the layout of the building, you've got 45 floors total, along with 8 levels of parking in a connected garage. So I was actually pleasantly surprised by the parking garage. I drive an F-150 pickup truck, which obviously isn't the smallest vehicle to drive, and I was able to get in and out pretty easily. Guest parking is going to be on the second level of the garage, and then resident parking is going to be on levels 3 through 8. So one thing that's cool about the parking situation here is that you get a max of 3 cars per leaseholder. And after seeing just about every apartment complex here in Dallas, you don't hear that quite often. If you'd like to have a private garage here, that's going to run you an additional $275 a month. And if you'd like to reserve your own parking spot, that will be anywhere from $85 to $175 a month, depending on what level of the garage you reserve. There is no valet parking here, which I know is pretty sad, but I did want to make sure that I called that out. And talking more about what's on the first floor here as we're going through the lobby, you've got a 24/7 concierge that allows for food delivery and dry cleaning to be sent to the building. You also have full access to the Tierra Ataza coffee shop here in the lobby. Actually a pretty cool spot. They've got drinks, sodas, as well as some smaller bites like bagels and egg bites. Is the only part of the property that is open to the general public, and their hours are from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. You will have your Luxor delivery boxes for when you binge on Amazon, and then you'll have your postal service mailboxes right across the hallway. You're also going to have access to 4 elevators here behind the concierge desk that pass through the parking garage floors and make their way all the way up to the 45th floor. Also on the first floor, you're going to have dedicated co-working spaces, which are basically just your own private little nook to connect to the Wi-Fi and get things done, as well as additional booths and seating on the other side of the lobby. The bar here is fully staffed, usually in the later hours, with a bartender from Dakota's Steakhouse. So if you're familiar with Dallas, Dakota's is a pretty nice steakhouse here in the Dallas area. So you'll have some peace of mind knowing that the person mixing your drinks is going to have some experience. The majority of your amenities will be on the 10th floor. So your gym, pet park, pool, yoga studio, outdoor patios. You've also got an arts and crafts studio that they call the Maker Space, which is pretty cool and unique, as well as your golf simulator, dog washing stations, additional lounging, as well as some beer on tap with a bar that you can use to host for family and friends. And the first amenity that we're gonna take a deep dive on is the maker space. So this is essentially an art studio, and when I walked in, I kind of felt like I was walking into my high school art class. As you can see, everything that's on the wall as far as yarn, string, paints, brushes, a lot of this is provided by the complex, but you can also bring your own stuff as well, as they're gonna have lockers on the side. So if you're into arts and crafts, if that's a hobby of yours, you're gonna have some peace of mind over here knowing that you're not gonna have to dirty up your unit and you're gonna have your own dedicated space. Up next, we've got our golf simulator room. So if you are the man of the house or the apartment, whatever you want to call it, you're gonna have your safe haven here. So it is first come, first serve, but you can also reserve this if you'd like through the online resident portal. So it comes stocked with balls as well as clubs, as well as a bar on the back if you would like to cater in some food. Up next, we've got our dog washing stations, and you're gonna have two separate rooms for this. And this first one is gonna be for small dogs, and then the next room is gonna be for your larger dogs. I actually have one of these at my complex, but unfortunately I don't use it a lot because I don't have a pet. So if you do have a smaller dog or even a larger dog that does need to be groomed, you're going to have running water up here as well as air dryers. So if you have the furry friends, this is definitely going to be a time saver. Wanted to double click on the culture here at AMLI Fountain Place, and I keep seeing this every single time that I come here, but it seems like the leasing team basically knows everyone by their first name. The residents get really close, everyone's high-fiving in the hallways. They also have like 4 to 5 resident events per month, so anything from yoga sessions up in the penthouses, live music. They actually had a symphony come and play recently, which I thought was unique. They also have paint and sips, charcuterie classes, and they just got done celebrating National Hot Dog Day. But if you can think of an event that gets celebrated, there's a pretty good chance that AMLI Fountain Place has it on their radar. And I always notice that residents are pretty friendly to each other. Almost seems like some of the folks that live here see each other as family. So like for example, here's a resident that's walking his neighbor's dogs. I also heard that some neighbors will keep an eye on each other's apartments while they're away for longer trips, which I thought was pretty cool. So the overall feel and vibe here reminds me a lot of the complex that I live in. So if you're social and if you want to make friends, this complex is gonna be a pretty solid fit for you. And then continuing on with the amenities here on the 10th floor, you've got 3 gas grills out here, along with a ton of patio seating and tables, along with some string lights. I can imagine it's really pretty at nighttime. And then alongside you've got the dog park, which I'm not going to say that the dog park is a 10 out of 10. Again, I live at the Katy and our dog park is freaking sweet here at the Victory Park, but I also don't want to cut down AMLI Fountain Place for the size of their dog park. It's got everything you need. It's very, very clean, which is more than what you can ask for nowadays. You've also got an additional lounge area here on the 10th floor. So there are a ton of TVs up here, cozy chairs, ottomans, sofas, more tables, and you've also got a huge island and kitchen area that can be reserved. And this is also where the beer on tap is located. And you've also got a private conference room up here that can be reserved. So just a pretty cool spot if you're looking to host. Obviously, you can reserve it by the hour, or you can pay the $750 charge if you're going to be up here for more than 5 hours. But all in all, you're going to have everything that you need. And then right across the way, you have your own private yoga studio. They've got huge mirrors in here, which I really like, along with some floor-to-ceiling windows, which allows for a lot of natural light to come in. You also have some sort of a Pilates apparatus here. Feel free to put me on blast in the comments. I have no idea what the heck this thing is called, but I'm always down to be educated. And then you also have some other smaller racking that has some lighter dumbbells as well as kettlebells. And next we've got the gym, and I'm gonna be totally transparent. I thought the gym here was kind of weak. And if you've been seeing some of the videos on my channel, you know that I'm a serious gym goer. I basically live in the gym, and this is the part of the amenities that I always scrutinize the most. So you don't have any loose barbells up here. I think the dumbbells go up to about 50 pounds. So for someone like me that is a serious gym goer, I would most likely hold on to my gym membership, paying that $100 to $150 per month somewhere else, just because the lack of equipment that is here. Now, if you are more of a casual gym goer, maybe you just do some lighter dumbbell work, as well as working on some machines and doing some cardio. You're gonna have more than what you need. But if you are that serious gym goer, then you might wanna hold on to that gym membership. And now we're tiptoeing over to the pool area, and gotta give a shout out to my boy Jerry here. He has been working at the leasing office here at AMLI Fountain Place since they opened up. He is absolutely freaking amazing. He has a wealth of knowledge when it comes to this property, so had to give him a shout out, as he's been super patient with me throughout this entire tour. But as we're going throughout the pool, obviously you've got a few loungers here, and again, we're on the 10th floor, so you're not gonna get an amazing skyline view, but you are going to be able to see some buildings as I turn around here in a second. So you've got some more loungers across the way, but one thing that I do like about this pool area is that you are going to get a lot of sunlight here throughout the day due to how the building is situated. Like, I know that at my complex, for example, I only have a tiny window of sun tanning just because of the way the sun rises and sets and how my building is situated. But AMLI Fountain Place, you're gonna have so much sunlight. So if you enjoy sitting out, if you enjoy trying to get tan, I will have zero doubts that you're gonna be spending a decent amount of time out here. And then you've got the very tippy top, which is the 45th floor, and I thought it was pretty dope. This is basically gonna be your mega lounge that gives you a 360 view of all of Dallas. And believe it or not, you can even see the skyline of downtown Fort Worth. And I know that if I lived here and if I wanted to show off to my friends and family, I would definitely be reserving this space. And you can reserve it for free, but they will charge you $750 for any gatherings or parties that are 5 hours or longer. So I wanted to make sure that I double clicked on that. But it's first come, first serve up here. The Wi-Fi is strong and the views are insane. So not a bad spot if you're doing the work from home life. Now, kicking off the floor plans, my dog Jerry is gonna show us the A4 here. And this is the most popular floor plan here at AMLI Fountain Place. And disclaimer, it's going to be kind of small compared to the other floor plans I'm going to be showing you. But again, for the A4, it is super common for couples. And the reason why is because you have a dual vanity in the bathroom and a freaking huge closet here off to the right. That's also going to have your stackable washer and dryer. But you'll also see quartzite countertops, tile in the laundry room, as well as engineered hardwood throughout the living room and the kitchen. What I also like about this unit is the huge floor-to-ceiling windows. So for it being a smaller space, you're going to get a ton of just natural light in here, and you will also get your own balcony. The next on our list is going to be the A5, and when you compare it to the A4, this is nearly 130 square foot larger, and you're only paying an extra $50 more a month, so make sure to take note of that. But the reason for that is because in this one, you don't get as big of an island as you did in the A4, and you'll also notice a difference when you go into the bedroom. For the A5, you kind of just have an awkward little window here that is not gonna allow as much sunlight into the room as the A4 did. So I'd say that is the most common hiccup on this floor plan, would be the smaller window in the bedroom, as you'll see here in a second. So next on our list is going to be the C14. This is the 2-bedroom. We're moving on up in the world, and this is over 2,000 square feet. And you're going to notice a huge change in this floor plan because you're going to have a massive kitchen island, and then you're also going to have a huge tub in the larger bedroom. So what I like about this unit is that this has the most amount of sunlight compared to some of the other 2-bedrooms that you're gonna see. So if you are trying to get some of that natural light into some of your common areas, this is gonna be a pretty solid fit for you. I think that AMLI Fountain Place wanted this floor plan to have the look and feel of a penthouse without paying the penthouse price. So if you enjoy cooking, if you enjoy hosting, having company over, this is gonna be the ideal floor plan for you. So if you're getting any value whatsoever from this video, then you got to do this thing. Anyone that works at any leasing office here in Dallas, they are always going to give you the good, and very rarely will they give you the bad. And if you reach out to me, I can give you my opinion on some of the things that are really, really good and some of the things that are not so good. Because I do have a relationship with the leasing office, I can get you additional incentives and move-in bonuses that can make your living situation just a little more affordable. And I am incentivized by the complexes to bring new residents through the door. So it's not like you're gonna be cutting me a check for my services.
that's going to be covered by the other party. So that's all I've got. I'm not going to belabor the point. If you want to live at AMLI Fountain Place, make sure to do this thing, and I will do absolutely the best that I can for you.
So next up we have a D11, and this is the 3-bedroom, and looking at the price, you're probably scratching your head a little bit thinking, wait, we just saw the C14, which is a 2-bedroom. Why is the C14 more expensive than the D11? And the reason for that is because they bunched in a smaller den into this particular floor plan and then added a smaller closet. So technically that is a bedroom, but I could foresee someone using this floor plan if you are splitting it with one other roommate, and then maybe you guys want to have a media room or an office. So all in all, I really don't mind the D11. It's just going to be a little more cramped in your living room compared to the 2-bedroom C14. So I will let you pick your poison there. And then last but certainly not least, we have our penthouse unit up on the 44th floor. This is floor plan P4403, and I know what you're thinking. Good God, Lucas, who in the right mind would pay $13,000 for an apartment? And trust me, I hear you. We actually just helped an NFL player lease one of these penthouses. And what you're gonna notice throughout the kitchen, common areas, and bedrooms, it's all gonna be hardwood. So no carpet, and then you've got tile here in your utility room. But you're also gonna notice angled floor-to-ceiling windows. I know it sounds kind of weird, but when I walk over to the bedrooms, you'll kind of see what I mean. And then the cherry on top of the penthouses here are the size of the closet in the master bedroom. I feel like if Kim Kardashian were to move to Dallas, this is the unit she would live in solely because of the closet. It is huge and it is coming up. Hope you enjoy.
So that is going to wrap us up here at AMLI Fountain Place. So if you've actually lived here before, drop a comment. Tell us what you liked about it. Tell us what you didn't like about it. And if you are interested in moving here, or if you have any questions about anything that I covered in this video, feel free to drop me a line. All of my information is below in the description, and I will be more than happy to give you my opinion and answer any questions that you might have. And maybe you're done watching this video and now you're thinking, I'm not sure if AMLI Fountain Place is my vibe. And if that's the case, feel free to check out this playlist, because I made a vlog tour much like this one over all of the most popular apartment complexes here in Dallas, which could be helpful as you're doing some more research. So with that, hope y'all stay safe, and we will see you in the next video. Y'all be good.